There is a reason this didn't work out, and yes, astrology can explain all of this. Starting with Ramses, because he gave us his rising sign in the pods. He has a ton in Leo. Not only his moon and his rising, but also his Venus and his Mars. This combination can create the most lovable person in the world, or the biggest menace in the world who weaponizes their love. Because he is a Leo rising, that puts his sun in Cancer in his 12th house of what is hidden. He can't see his own massive ego at play, and his own wounding he hides. Both of these placements are opposite Neptune and Saturn. Neptune being the planet of illusion, Saturn the planet of hardships and karma. He literally cannot see his own wounds and how they play out in his relationships, and how he perpetuates the same cycle over and over and over. He also has Mercury and Gemini, and Jupiter is right there on it. Jupiter blows up anything that it touches. Mercury and Gemini people are very good with their words, especially with all the Leo. Super suave. He knows how to behave and how to act and what to say to win someone over. How to present this certain front that he is this person to get love and affection, even though there's nothing behind it, as we saw. Now, I don't have Marissa's birth time, so we don't know her rising, and I don't know if this is the exact degree of her moon, but if it is, Ramses' vertex is on her moon, that explains their magnetic pull and attraction to one another. Vertex is often known as the karmic partnership, soul tie, whatever you want to call it, part of the birth chart. And when we meet people when someone's vertex aspects our personal planets, especially if they're conjunct each other, it can feel like we have a past life with that person, like we're karmically tied together energetically. Now, Marissa, I love this for her. She is a new moon baby in Aries. She is here to be that symbol of innocence, of impulsiveness, of fun, of playfulness. I saw a interview that she did where she said that he didn't like how she sung in the shower and listened to inspirational things or motivational things in the morning. Oh, I'm sorry, Ramsey, was she healing you? Because her sun in Aries is in a disharmonious aspect with his sun in Cancer, a battle of the egos, and with his Chiron as well, triggering his wounds in order to heal them. Her sun and moon in Aries also create a T-square with those placements I just mentioned in him that he is in Cancer, and the ones I mentioned in Capricorn. Neptune opposite Cancer, especially in a man, can create someone who is very skilled with using their words to manipulate other people. And like I said, put up a front, an illusion, gaslighting, as it's sometimes called, to get what they want. And Marissa, upholding her boundaries, being her independent self, as the Aries that she is, put friction on those placements for him. So it was a wake-up call that he didn't want to wake up to. Another thing that tells me they're kind of incompatible is the fact that she has Venus in Pisces and he has Venus in Leo. Venus in Pisces needs someone who can understand that their energy changes and flows. Venus in Leo needs someone who is constantly giving them affection and attention. We saw this in Tim as well. Yes, he also has Venus in Leo. And like I said at the beginning of this video, Venus and Leo can be good, but I have never seen it, okay? Don't come at me, I've never seen it. Looked at a lot of charts. Also, her Venus in Pisces is in a direct challenge with his Mercury and Jupiter. So the way she loves is challenging to the way he communicates and the way he wants to sweet talk everybody to get what he wants. Another thing I see in opposition with them is their North nodes. So Ramses has North node in Aquarius. He is here to grow into the innovative humanitarianism, explains his dislike of the military. That whole conversation was just cringe. But I mean, it makes sense. Look at his chart. Versus Marissa, she has North Node in Capricorn, so she is here to grow into governmental structures, paradigms. Makes sense. She's going to freaking law school. She's here to work within the systems that already exist and the structures that already exist in our world and learn how to create change within those or work them to her advantage or both. Versus Ramses, he's kind of here to be a pioneer and an innovator and focus more on humanitarianism pursuits with that North Node in Aquarius. Also, if this is his correct rising sign at this degree, Marissa has her Chiron on his ascendant. So again, bringing up wounds for him around his identity, his values, his relationships, the way that he loves, his authenticity, his truth or lack thereof it. And it kind of brings up the same for her as well, to really heal any wounds she has remaining around being seen for just who she is and her exuberant energy, and any limiting beliefs holding her back from truly being loved as that and her authentic self. So as always, the birds don't lie. What are your thoughts? Let's chat about it in the comments.